people off Alaria. So that'll be less of a queue for Alaria, and we'll have our people on Fizzcrank. So we all win, except you guys, of course, because you don't get your $25, which you so need.
That's not what I'm saying.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We should be able to move over to Fizzcrank. That'll take less people. That'll take more people off of Alaria, make less time for that stupid queue, and we'll be happy.
Fortunately, it's not an offer that we can make right now.
It's not an offer that you can make. Why is that?
Because it's not something that's within our power to do.
It was within your power to do 48 hours ago. You just can't do it anymore?
Because it's an automated service. The people who are in charge of that, they go, okay, well, we've got these overpopulated servers. You got this just opened. Open up a free character transfers when this many people go through, or when this time frame elapses, close off the transfer services. There will be no transfer services to that new server until after it grows. Once it grows, we'll open up paid character transfers again. Then it goes into an automated system.
Okay, so let's just like completely close the server because we know people are going to get stuck on one server or the other, and then we can charge them for it. Whoa! This is one huge scam to take everyone's money. This is ridiculous. No one is enjoying the game right now. No one is satisfied with the customer service, and we're all facing the inevitable fact that we're going to eventually have to pay you guys $25, which I refuse to do, and I know some of the other people would rather quit playing rather than pay you guys.
And if that's what they want to do, I apologize that we can't make them happy in this situation, but we will be more than happy to resolve their account issues if they want to cancel. Their accounts and characters will still be saved if they ever decide to come back. Not ever delete characters or accounts. Dude,
here's what I want. I want a free month of playing for the people that are not even going to be able to play on Alaria right now. They're not even able to play, and you're going to sit there and charge them for it, and then say, okay, we can charge you $15 a month to sit in a queue, or we can charge you $25 one time to move to a different server. And by the time that evens out money-wise, Alaria is probably going to be playable again. So you can either just... everyone has to be miserable right now. That's how you're making it. You're making everybody in the game miserable.
I don't know what to tell you, sir. I mean, I honestly, I don't think I can reason with you at this point. I mean, you're not gonna see my point of view. I can't make you see my point of view. I can't make you see my point of view. I can't make you see where we're trying to come from and what we're trying to do for our servers and for our populations of people on servers. I honestly can't do that at this point. Do you have a question about your account that I can help you with?
Oh, you're gonna pull that now. Question about my account.
Absolutely.
Is there anyone else that can help me? Can I talk to a manager or something? Or are you they're just gonna tell me the same thing as you or something like that? Because I have a question about my friend's account. Can you make him so he doesn't have to pay $15 a month to sit in the stupid queue because he can't get off the server without paying $25?
The thing about the monthly subscription is it opens up a window in which your account can be accessed online for any server. We're not forcing him to sit in that queue. I mean, yeah, at the same time, he would have to make a new character, play another realm, which sucks. Don't get me wrong, it sucks. Like I said, I've been playing this game for, 4 years, and I've only been working here for about 1. So, I mean, during that time, I've definitely been where you're at right now.
Okay, so he can either, he can't even play the expansion right now. Because he's not going to get to 68 in time to go to Northrend, and he's not going to get to 55 in time to make a Death Knight. So basically, he can either sit in the queue and try to play Lich King, or he can go to a different server, waste the $40 that he just spent on Lich King, and level from 1 to 68 again. That is pointless.
Well, he could start a new Death Knight on another server.
He could, because that's not really working, because my friend tried to do that, and that didn't work for him. He had a 70 on Illidan, and he tried to make a Death Knight on Alaria, and it wouldn't work.
Right, because he doesn't have a 55 on that server. One option he does have...
So how would he make a Death Knight on another server if he only has a 70 on Alaria? You just contradicted yourself.
It's called a workaround. What you do is you initiate a paid character transfer, but you do not finalize it, so you're not charged.
A workaround? That just sounds freaking sketchy.
What you do is you initiate a paid character transfer. When it says it's processed, your character's ready to move, all you need to do is finalize your credit card transaction. You go to the server you're transferring the character to, you create the Death Knight, and then you cancel the character transaction.
So you...
moves your main character back to the original realm, and now you have the level 55 Death Knight on that realm.
So basically what you're saying is you find a way to beat the system, and you put yourself at risk for having to pay $25 to move a character, and just so you can make a Death Knight? That just sounds sketchy, and I wouldn't want to put myself at risk, or my friend at risk by doing that.
Game breaking at all. Matter of fact, we've had discussions with our developers about that. That is actually legitimate. Matter of fact, a lot of us are doing it.
Okay, so transfer and start playing a Death Knight on Alaria. You still have to level... What if you didn't want to level up a Death Knight? Huh? Are you saying we pay $15 and we don't even have the option to choose which class we want to play? Unless we want to level from 1 to 68? Like, what if you want to go to Northrend, but you can't? Because the only 68 that you have is on Ilaria, and you can't get into Ilaria.
Unfortunately, because of the queues, I mean, if you wait through the queue, then you're fine, you can play. And I understand that the queue's long and you're having to wait through it, but, I mean, that's really the only options we currently have.
Now, let me ask you this. Could you do a workaround if you don't pay with a credit card?
What do you mean?
If you pay with a game card, and you don't... Yeah. Could you do a workaround with that, or are you just, like, screwed?
Not sure what kind of workaround you're talking about.
What if you didn't pay with a credit card? I mean, and what if you just straight up did not want to play a Death Knight? You wanted to go to Northrend. You know, your whole life, ever since you were a wee little chap, you wanted to go to Northrend, and now you can't, because there's an hour-and-a-half queue. Then you're done. You're screwed. Because you guys can't offer what we need. This is just terrible.
I mean, in the end, the only other option you have is you don't want to sit through the queue, try another realm. And unfortunately, that's the situation that we're faced with right now. It is something that we are looking into. I mean, as I've said several times, it is something that we have different things we're trying to work with, but unfortunately at this time, there's really nothing else we can do.
So you said, unfortunately, we'd have to pay and go to another server. That sounds like it's pretty fortunate for you guys. That's a little weird. I mean...
I actually never said that. I said, unfortunately, you would have to play on another server.
Play on another server. So you'd have to... Okay, so you'd have to level 1 to 68 another server, which would take way too much time, and which you've already done on another server. So you would waste your time doing something that you've already done, when you should be able to just get to another server, because you can't play the one that you're on right now. You're not forcing us, but you're giving us some pretty crappy options every way around.
And I definitely understand where you're coming from that, and I definitely understand that you're frustrated about that. Unfortunately, at this time, it's the only options we have to offer.